This show is made possible by United Healthcare. Got Medicaid? Got Medicare? Get more.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Project Volunteer. I'm your host, Randy Lanham, along with my friend
Theresa Rowe.
How you doing, Teresa?
I'm doing awesome.
Good.
What about
Up
you?
high.
Oh
Down
my God.
low.
I don't do
Too
that
slow.
kind of thing.
Anyway,
Okay.
where are we at today?
Senior Community Center.
Up Owensboro, Daviess County. We cannot wait to volunteer today, get our hands dirty, so to speak.
I'm not getting my hands dirty. Look.
Oh, your pretty little fingers.
That's
wow.
right.
Yeah, this is going to be
Love
fun.
the color.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in.
Have you ever wondered what nonprofit organizations do or about all their different volunteering opportunities?
Or what about hearing testimonies from the recipients of their care?
Join us on our journey as we walk in the shoes of a volunteer for a day and find out about some amazing organizations that are literally changing the world.
And along the way, meet some true surprising heroes making a difference in the lives of others as we feature another Project Volunteer.
Dana, thank you so much for having us down here at the Senior Community Center of Owensboro, Daviess County. It's such a pleasure to be here today. Why don't you start? Now, you're the executive director.
Yep.
Here.
Nice.
You got to wear a lot of hats. You do a lot of work.
Several hats, yeah.
I bet you stay busy.
Yeah.
But tell us about a senior center.
Oh gosh, well, I tell you what, it is a multi-purpose center for anybody age 60 and over.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's under the age of 60 and they come with a guest that's over the age of 60, well, they're welcome too.
Mm-hmm.
And we offer just a ton of different kinds of activities and recreational things. We offer transportation. We deliver all of the Meals on Wheels in Daviess County, so we do that out of this building. Plus, we have 5 locations where we serve lunch every day.
Wow.
And so that's awesome. We do a whole lot of counseling on government entitlements and benefits. So if somebody came in and they wanted to see if they were eligible to get their Medicare premium reduced or something like that, we would work with them. We have some software we can run their information through, get that taken care of. We make wellness checks on people. We call them just to see how they're doing. We might just sing happy birthday, but then we'll also go visit in their home. If they want us to watch Perry Mason with them, we do. If they want us to make fudge, well, we like that. So we do those things.
Everything. I had no idea
Yeah.
a senior center done all those things. I just thought kind of,
Yeah.
senior population comes and just hang out with each other.
Yeah.
There's so many activities.
Yeah.
You go beyond that with so many different services that you offer.
We do.
Good
we
gosh,
do.
you
We
all do
have
a lot.
Zumba and yoga, and we'll be offering Tai Chi coming up real soon.
Is that right?
We're getting some training on that, and all kinds of recreation. Of course, I think y'all been here today, and you've seen some of what we've had going on
Yeah.
as far as bingo and billiards and cards and those kinds of things.
So volunteers, how much do you all rely on volunteers?
We know in about 1965, when the Older Americans Act was first put into place, one of the things that it required we do was recruit volunteers to help serve lunch. I mean, the volunteer program, without it, we wouldn't be able to do any of what we do.
Without volunteers, the doors may not be open.
Oh, they would not be.
May not be.
Absolutely would not be.
So
Yeah.
they make a huge impact and a huge difference,
Huge.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
what
yeah.
would you tell somebody, maybe somebody's out there watching, a little bit hesitant, maybe like, I'm not really sure if I want a volunteer at a senior center. What would you tell them?
Oh, I'd say come on down. It's the most fun you could possibly have. There's no place else you could come and get potluck and shoot pool and still work at the same time. Yep.
So a fun volunteering
It's a fun
experience.
volunteer experience, and it's gratifying. I mean, they're helping such in a broad spectrum. We use volunteers for our fundraising. We use volunteers for, reception in the office. I mean, I've had people come here and say, I want to volunteer here because I know you've got a craft class going on, and I'm going to come on Tuesdays anyway, so can I just stay all day and volunteer?
Yeah.
And they do that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your
Yeah.
time and talking to us, for shedding light on what a senior center is about, and allowing us to come in here and invade your space for a day.
Oh, no, we're tickled to have
I
it.
love doing this show. I love doing the volunteer activities, and
Thanks for coming.
thank you.
Appreciate it.
Glad to be here.
I'm here with Melinda, the volunteer coordinator at the Senior Community Center. And Melinda, I'm so excited to hear about all the volunteer opportunities you have. So what are some of the activities that you have that the volunteers interact with?
We have so many things going on here. It's like one big party, and volunteers love it. We do lunch, of course, on a daily basis, which they can be involved in. But we have quite a few games, various bingo games, board games, card games, and social and physical activities such as Zumba classes. We have various line dancing and yoga, chair yoga, exercise classes. And then we have all different kinds of crafts activities, and some are hands-on where everybody works on a project together, and others are where you have a teacher teaching a new craft. We have computer classes, reading clubs, and a lot of times speakers with educational topics, and we get a little class or seminar together for that. So it just varies from time to time, but our things are all related to social and educational and nutritional and keeping people active and engaged in their senior years.
I'm excited to get started and to, as Randy would say, get my hands dirty, but I'm not because I've got a nice little manicure. But I'm excited to get started volunteering today. So let's go.
Okay.
So Guy, how long have you been volunteering at the community center?
Right at 20 years.
And as far as bingo, calling out bingo?
Yeah, it's been. I was taking the place of an older man. I can't think of his name. He was calling, and I was taking his place when he was sick and everything.
Okay, they want to keep playing bingo, so you better punch in the bingo.
10:39. 10:39.
So why do you volunteer here?
Well, I don't have nothing else to do at this time. I'm a farmer, and I don't have nothing to do, but it's wet and everything, and I love it. And you meet a lot of good people here. And it's sometimes this is the only place on a Wednesday that they got to go.
How do other volunteers here impact your life?
Once volunteers, they had to shut the front door.
Right.
That's the way
You
I
better
look
call
at
that
it.
one out too.
That's the way I look at it. The volunteers just keep this thing going.
And you like it here, obviously.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good people here.
Now, if I didn't have this here to come to, I wouldn't have no place to go, really. Ain't no place in Owensboro old folks go. I'm not old.
You're not old, Guy.
86.
Guess I better let you go, but thank you so much for volunteering.
43.
Okay, and thank you for talking to me.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so Mary Ann, so I'm a volunteer in training here at the Senior Center
All
today.
right.
So why don't you first tell us what we are doing? What are we doing here today?
Okay, people that receive Meals on Wheels only get the meals Monday through Wednesday. And what they found out is some people were putting a little aside each day so that they had something to eat on the weekends. When they found out about that, they said, what can we do? So these, the aluminum tins are donations from Owensboro Health and Morrison Foods. And so 3 days a week we pick up there. The stainless steel trays are what was left over from today's meal or yesterday's meal.
Okay.
And so what we do is we'll seal them up and put them in a freezer.
Wow.
And then they take them and drop them off Meals on Wheels so that people will have
Food for
frozen
the
stuff
weekend.
for the weekend.
Wow,
So
what a great service
things
you all
don't
are
get
doing.
thrown away and they get something to eat.
That is awesome.
So you never know what we'll have. Yes.
So what do you want me to do? I'm in training. Tell me what to do.
Okay, let me get another spoon.
Okay.
And we'll have, Phyllis, do you want to get the potatoes?
Potatoes?
So if you want to come over here and then
We'll let
I'll
you do
do
the potatoes?
tuna, we'll let you potatoes, and then if you'll put corn in the other.
So tuna, potatoes, and corn?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I know. He won't be able to keep up.
I know, I'm sorry. I'll try to move fast.
And then
now what do I do?
she'll just put it on the counter, and if you want to watch, she'll seal it.
Oh, let's see this.
And some of these are small, so
Huh.
give the small ones too.
That's pretty cool. So how long does it usually take to seal?
Just a few seconds.
Wow, that fast? And so after it's sealed,
It may be hot to your touch.
Then he'll label it with what's in it, what date we froze it, and you can put it on the cart behind you and
put it on the cart. Wow, you all have a great, I better get to work. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This is awesome. So tell me, how cool is it to be volunteering, come down here and add such a great service to folks in our community?
You know, it's always nice to be able to help, to feel like I'm doing something.
What would you say to encourage other volunteers? What about you? Why do you volunteer?
Well, because I like helping, and since I'm retired, I need to get out of the house, and this is a good thing to do, and worthwhile, and
Absolutely.
I don't feel like I'm wasting my time.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, every time you throw a scoop of potatoes in there that you're helping feed somebody that needs it for the weekend, right?
That's right.
Giving back to the community, helping folks in need. I love it. I love it.
I like it too.
So what would y'all say, somebody watching this show, maybe they need a little encouragement saying, well, I don't know, you know, if I want to come down and work for some kind of a food prep like this, what would you tell them? What kind of encouragement could you give them?
It doesn't take up that much time in your life. You don't have to do it every day. You don't have to do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can do it one day a week would be extremely helpful. And
hours, yes, you pick your own hours, what you can do.
Yeah. I'll tell you, this is what a blessing you all are to our community here and the folks that are really deserving of this food. And you're saving food from it may be thrown away, right?
Yes, yes.
yes, the hospital has been very generous.
Oh man, what a great program you are doing down here. And I just want to thank each one of you for your service to our community and also taking your time just to kind of show me around how it is to become a volunteer in this position right here. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so very much today.
You're welcome. So Theresa,
Yes.
we're down here at the Senior Center
We
today with a
are.
bunch of fun folks in the house today. How y'all doing?
Okay.
Have y'all had fun so far today?
Yeah.
You have a good time hanging out here at the Senior Center?
Yes.
Good. And what do you all have in front of you? Theresa, what are we doing?
This is called Drums Alive, and so we use a stability ball, some pool noodles, and a bucket, and we just have fun, but it's a great workout for the upper body. It's great for mind clarity. It's a great workout altogether, and I think you should do it with us.
Well, not this time, the next time. I'm going to watch this time.
All
But
right.
I'll tell you what a great volunteering opportunity
Yes.
this would be for people to come in here to a senior center, whether they're teaching music, whether they're teaching line dancing, whether they're teaching Drums Alive.
That's right, Drums
I'm gonna
Alive.
get out
It's
of your way.
exciting.
Y'all have
okay.
fun.
Okay, are you ready to learn Drums Alive? So everyone hold their drumsticks. And the first thing we're gonna do is just work our hands up the drumsticks just to warm up the fingers. You always wanna warm yourself up and then go down. That's the hardest part. I know, it's hard. All right, let's just hold our sticks. And the first thing we're gonna do is it's called a double. We just hit the drum, just like that, hit the drum. Just like that, good. And Daniel's gonna start off with some music, give us a beat there. Good. You got it. You can move to it, like if you wanna move your feet, you could. Now, this is called single. One stick at a time. There you go. Isn't it fun? Now double, double. You got it. Single. Good. Windshield wiper. Back and forth. There you go. Now just hit on top. Now everyone has a neighbor. We're going to go right neighbor and back to our drum. Neighbor. Neighbor, good. Again. Now everyone go the opposite direction. We'll work it out. Everyone double now. We'll get it together. Good. Single. Now go double. Good. Now watch this. Side of the ball and top. Side. Now we're going to speed it up. There you go. Windshield wiper. Everyone go right to left. All right. Daniel, wrap it up. Daniel's going to wrap it up. Like this. Woo! Give yourselves a hand clap. Woohoo! Good job. It was fun, wasn't it? Okay, you guys did great.
Thelma, what do you like about being a volunteer in the shop here? You know, shopping, I feel like shopping's a ministry because you can talk to so many people, you can meet people that come in the door. What do you like about it, and how long have you been doing this?
Over 12 years. I came here just really not intending for it to be that long, but it was. They wanted me to come every day, and I said no, I couldn't, because at that time my husband had cancer and I needed to be with him. But I like thinking that I'm helping people use their hands. You know, the scriptures tell us whatsoever your hands find to do, do it with all your might. Well, these little women that do all of this, I'm here to tell you, they put their whole heart in it.
What do you like about the different people that come in here? I'm sure you talk and you have stories to share with them. What do you like about that?
I just like to think that it's a service. It's not only a service to the pincushion and the senior center, but it's a service to them because they are, you know, getting a big blessing out of it, thinking, you know, I've got this time on my hands. And one thing, I can just almost hear the music in people's voices when I call this little lady that's, say, let's make the, am I bothering things here? Making the dish towels or the little, and I'll say, you know, we're really getting low on those. Could you bring me some more? And the next morning, this little lady will come in with a stack of whatever it was I needed. And so it's made her have a sense of, hey, you know, I've got to get up in the morning and I've got to do this.
That's right.
And so it's just, it's not only a service to us as the pincushion, but it's a service to them.
So Thelma, what would I do? Of course, I'm a volunteer today. I'm learning about all the volunteer opportunities that are available. What would I do coming in here as a volunteer?
Well, number one, I would hope you bring a notebook and listen to me. And
okay,
then,
I'll remember that.
Okay, the ones I have trained bring their notebook. And when I see someone come through the door without a notebook, I'll ask them if they would like to have one, because it's important. You know, as my dad used to say, I don't chew my gum twice. I'd really like for you to listen first time around. But when you come in, and I would just go right step by step, what you would do, how you would treat a person when they first came through the door. You find out what they've got. You ask them, did you bring a list? Do you have the price of what you want?
What about an easy job I could do? Do you have anything easy in here?
Well,
maybe checking prices.
About the only easy thing you could do would be sit in that chair and answer the phone.
And greet people, right?
Well,
that's important, isn't it?
It is important. If you answer the phone and you never say that you don't know something. I learned that in teaching children in Sunday school. You say, well, I'm not sure, but you give me your name and number and I'll get back with you.
That's good. Well, I can answer the phones then.
Yeah, sure, you could do that. You could do that if I was on with a bunch of customers or something.
Okay. Thelma, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
showing me the pincushion.
You're welcome, and I'd like for you to, if you can, just take time to look around. And
Absolutely.
Of course,
I love to
always
shop.
Come back and have your purse and shop.
And bring my notebook.
And bring your notebook. That's right, that's right.
Okay.
Thank you all so much.
So Mike, thank you so much for meeting me here today and taking your time. Now, I understand.
Nice to meet you.
I understand that you're a volunteer here at the Senior Center?
Yes, I am.
How long have you been volunteering?
About 2 years now.
Really?
Yeah, I've been coming 5 years, but I decided to get into the volunteer program about 2 years ago.
Well, that's really cool. So you came here and you've received the benefits of the Senior Center, and you decided, you know what, it would be good for me to pay back, so to speak.
That's correct.
Give back to the community, right?
Yeah, and I enjoyed it. I used to be in retail, so I enjoy meeting people and greeting people.
So what do you do as a greeter here? Tell me your job.
Tell people, they ask questions, you know, what activities or what floor and what we're having for lunch and so on.
So you just give them information.
Right.
Maybe they don't know exactly where to go, and you can point them in the right direction.
Right. Or we have a new person wants to join our center. And I show them how to do that and where the office is and everything like that. We have a pin cushion. I show them where to go for that.
Tell me, give me some inspiration. If somebody's out there watching right now, they're thinking, you know what, I might want to become a volunteer. Why do you do it? Why is it so important for people to volunteer in their community?
Well, I think they need to give back, and they'll find out they'll enjoy, you know, helping people. And it's a lot of, you know, good feelings you get from that. And so I think that would be a good inspiration for them.
Absolutely.
And if anyone's dealt with the public, they still have that, you know, kind of need to meet and greet people.
And you like to meet and greet, right? You like to socialize.
Oh yeah, I never meet a stranger.
So, you know, God blessed you with that talent, right?
Yeah.
You like to interact with people, so being a greeter is the perfect fit, wouldn't you say?
That's correct, yes.
All right. So now I'm a volunteer in training, and so I want you. We just happen to have somebody coming now up here, and so I want you to teach me what it would be like to check them in. Hello, how are you?
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you have your new scan card?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Would you like to come over and I'll show you how to use it. You don't have to sign in if you have your scan card.
We're going to use this new fancy check-in system. So you have the card there.
Yes.
But you've never used it? Is that correct?
No.
All right. So now I've never even seen this been done before. So you and I are going to learn together at the same time. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Mike, why don't you show us what's going on here?
Oh, just scan your card right here. There you go.
Wow.
And then look on here and see what activities you want to do today. Well, you can go ahead and punch that in because we get a record of what you do every day.
Oh.
It just kind of keeps track of what everybody is doing that certain day.
Well, that's easy.
But just scan that card, right?
Yes, just pass that card through there.
That was easy enough.
Yes.
So do you think that I could become a volunteer here? You think I could do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have confidence in me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how good I do, but I appreciate the confidence.
But I think any elderly person could do that with ease.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you.
Yeah, he's real outgoing too, so that makes a lot of difference. Smile.
Well, thank you for letting us check you in. I learned a lot here just seeing how this works. So, Mike, I want to thank you for your service here at the Senior Center, for volunteering, for inspiring other folks to volunteer as well.
Well, thank you very much.
I appreciate your time.
I'm glad to do it.
Thank you very much.
Leaning on the everlasting.
Joyce, how long have you been doing this, like working with the crafts?
Well, I've been living in Owensboro about 5 years. So I've been over here 4 years, or a little over 4 years.
Okay.
Here.
So this is called crocheting, correct?
Yeah.
I've never done this before, so you've got a lot of work. So this is something you do as a volunteer here?
Yeah.
And why do you like doing this?
Just like showing people how to do something that either refresh them or or doing something new.
So this is obviously a talent because I know Theresa can't do this very well. I mean, I'm looking at this going, there is no way I can do that.
Yeah, this you have to have 9 pieces to make an napkin.
That's a lot.
And
Okay.
then sew them together. Not really, I don't think.
Joyce, you're real positive. So you want to show me how to get started or
Yeah.
what? Okay. So this is what you would show people like me that came in for the first time and wanted to know how to crochet.
In a book, they'll wrap it around,
Okay.
but that hangs me up. Yeah.
So how many ladies do you usually have that show up here that do crafts together?
We have usually 10.
10? Okay.
Yeah. And then we'll have somebody new to come in that wants to learn something, or I help the ones that's come in to learn something new.
So you have someone brand new like me come in here, and you're very patient, right?
Yeah.
You would have to be.
And I tell them it's not any, well, it's anyways, it's one-on-one in here.
Right, you're like their personal
But
trainer.
it has to be like only on the day that we're having our crafts.
It seems like you ladies have a great fellowship in here, and there's a lot of beautiful things that you make, and you have
Yeah, we like doing
coffee, right?
Yep, cakes, cookies.
I mean, I would be
Not
coming.
that's good for us.
That's okay. But you have ladies show up, and you do this how often?
Every Tuesday, yeah.
And what do you think is the benefit of doing something like this? I mean, for me, this would be stressful, but I guess
It's relaxing, and we
it's
like
relaxing.
Yeah, and you get out and be able to talk to somebody and be, you know, you're sitting at home, instead of sitting home napping.
Obviously, this is a talent. I believe, you know, we've each been given different talents and gifts to share with each other. So obviously, all of you ladies here are very, very talented in what you do, and you share that with other people.
I call myself a craftaholic. I love crafts.
I like that, craftaholic. So this is a stress reliever for all of you ladies in here. This relieves your stress.
We just can't wait until Tuesday gets here.
And it helps you with fellowship, and you're encouraging one another along the way, and you're having a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you for showing me your crafts. I love them, and maybe one day I will try and attempt something like this. And yeah, like I said, we're all gifted and talented in different areas. Well, you ladies, like I said, are very talented. You're very gifted, and thank you so much for showing me your talents today.
All right, thank you. Theresa, haven't we had a good time here at the Senior Center today?
I've had a blast.
I cannot believe all the different services they offer to the local seniors, as well as all the volunteer opportunities.
And I got to teach exercise.
Yes, you did. You did a great job.
Thank you. And I think they had fun.
I could have done better, but that's okay.
I doubt it.
We'll let you do it anyway. But no, it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of
We
fun.
learned a lot, and we just want to thank you all for
Yes.
tuning in so much. So we do have a pool stick. Why don't you take a shot?
I've never
Come
played
on.
before.
You just hit that ball into those.
Okay. All right, just hit the ball.
Just like that. And thanks for watching, you all.
Thank you. Bye.
If you have an idea for our show, a story of inspiration, or would like to nominate a volunteer hero,
Get in on the conversation on our Facebook page or go to projectvolunteer.org. This show is made possible by United Healthcare. Got Medicaid? Got Medicare? Get more.